My name is Anthony, etc. And what we're going to do here today is we're going to take a quick look at the first stage of a new game from Konami called Getsufumaden. 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 It's a roguelite, very similar to something like Dead Cells. One might even call it a Dead Cells copy in many ways. When Dead Cells came out, I remember one of the first things that everybody was saying about it was how beautiful the game was. And it was. They were right. It looked really spectacular, and it played great too. This game, to me, looks so much better. I mean, there is so much theme, and the way that the environments sort of work together. And what we're going to do is we're going to play through the first stage. There are 8 currently available. We want to get to the first boss right away, beat the first boss, and then shut this down. But I think it's really important that people see the first boss. Now, either get the game for $25 USD on Steam right now, it's early access, play it through yourself, or just take a look at this, see the first boss, know that there's a good many more in what's currently available. But it's phenomenal what they've done with the art in this game. It's really, I think, something special. Now, that's not to say that the game is perfect. There's some things that I'm going to point out that represent some areas where they need to do a little bit of work, in my opinion. So real quick, we're at the hub. You can see here we're playing on commoner difficulty. I have no way of changing that, but the game provides some evidence, obviously, that there are going to be ways to change it in the future. I picked up a katana. The hub is going to present you with 2 weapons initially. The weapons that it's going to drop run by run are based on some of the weapons I think that you see during your previous run. You do collect currencies throughout. You're going to use those currencies to unlock upgrades in your weapons. And you're going to be unlocking those upgrades for various types of weapons, many of which you can't see here. We just know a couple of the starting types. And you're also going to be upgrading your skills and your stats. So we have sub-weapons and main weapons. Sub-weapons are on your shoulders. Main weapons are on your, I suppose, your R1, L1, and then your R2, L2 are your sub-weapons. Training, you're going to be spending, I currently hold 23 of this currency. It's going to cost me 60 to upgrade the Way of Strength, which is just a straight health boost. And I've been playing for about 100 minutes now, and I have 23. So it's, I mean, and I've only beaten the first stage. So I don't want to go as far as to call it a slow grind, but there's definitely some grinding you're going to have to do here. You're going to be able to upgrade things like health, moves, so basically attack damage, counter. And then there's some things here, break damage, stealth, and stomp. I do not know what any of these mechanics are. They have not been explained to me via a tutorial system, at least not a tutorial system that, you know, it's worth its weight in salt. It does come with a pretty nice menu, you know, of all things one would expect in the game mechanics-wise, and it'll present you with kind of a cool slide-by-slide explanation of what that is. So for example, we're looking at a spear here, just one of the many weapons. You're going to have a combo attack, which is your light attack, and every single weapon is going to have one special attack. The spear right here has something that it's called the what is it called, the grounded unique action is rush, and it's going to charge and then rush forward. Hopefully what we get are dual katanas, because frankly I think those are the coolest that I've come across so far. So let's get right into the first stage. The art. This game right now is all about the art. The katana's unique skill is a counterattack. It gives you, you know, a few frames of invincibility. And if you interrupt an attack with those frames, you will perform a counter. I'll try and demonstrate it here, but some of the attacks in this game are a little unpredictable. So that was a back attack. Not sure how it occurs. So this guy is a good guy to do the counter. I'll slow it move there. You're picking up chests. You're getting gold. You're getting currency. Here's a secondary weapon, a musket. And something you'll see about each weapon is that it has 2 types of rank. One is the number that's in the upper left-hand corner. So we have a rank 1 katana and a rank 2 rifled musket. And both of those things are going to raise the damage of the item. but they also have a color rarity. So this musket is red, as you know, and the katana is white. There are various colors of rarity, various numbers too. I'm not quite sure what the numbers go up to. I think I've seen up to 3. I can imagine it's probably going to go higher than that. And the colors, from what I can tell you about the colors, it doesn't follow any pattern that I've seen in, you know, a modern MMO or something like that. You know, say where purple is the best, or you know, yellow or gold is the best. I can't say that I've recognized it as such. Control feels very much like Dead Cells. Fast travel is precisely Dead Cells. I'm not sure how I do that. That sort of happens. It must be a back attack of some sort. It happens to the skeletons all the time. Never to these guys. This is a rare enemy. More damage, more health. Oh well. There you go. Apparently I'm pretty good at it. So here we go. We got another rank 1 bat. You can hold 2 primaries. You cannot combo them together, however. There is a delay between using one and the other. I'm not going to use the bat. It's extremely slow. I much prefer the katana. So here you go. This is the, you see how this works precisely. But honestly, for as many comparisons as one could make, they do in a way sort of end there. Mechanically, you're going to find a lot of similarities between this game and Dead Cells, but not so much. Well, and you know, who's to say progression-wise? That's to be seen. Well, and I suppose theme too. Right, okay, so the rifle actually pierces. I didn't know that. And I've switched to my hammer unintentionally. Go ahead and switch back. We're really trying to make this quick stage 1 clear. I keep switching back to the katana, not entirely sure why. So here's a blueprint of sorts, right? So the Imperial diagram, I'm going to take that home with me. And I believe I might have to spend something to craft it. Okay, so this is problematic for me. I wonder if there's a way to drop this. Not that I'm seeing. I keep switching to the bat. There's nothing down here. Now let me talk a little bit about some of the things I think they're going to have to work on. There is something that they do mechanically in this game, which, yikes, to me is something that I thought developers have sort of, you know, moved past, right? Something that they just didn't put in games anymore. Here we have a rank 2 katana. I'll take that over a rank 1. And that is, upon landing, let's get rid of these guys real quick, and then we'll demonstrate. Upon landing a jump, hold that thought. Chug this. Upon landing a jump, there's a small delay from when you can do any move. So right here, I'm jumping, jump, and it didn't trigger. Jumping, jump, it didn't trigger. I'm going to tap it. But what you'll notice is that there's a delay when you land on the ground. And it's a difficult thing to, I guess, demonstrate. You know, I can tell you that I'm pushing the jump button, but the timing of it is really something. And here we've gotten to our boss battle, but the timing of that is really something that feels very, very awkward. And you will find yourself in situations where either you're trying to initiate another command, a dodge, another jump. Very easy ledges to jump to can actually feel very difficult in this game, especially if there's an enemy in the mix, because you're tapping jump and your second jump input isn't responding because you're still recovering from your first jump. So then it will respond to your third input. And sometimes your third input is not ideal, right? Your brain has kind of moved on from that, and maybe you're trying to dodge away or something like that. So I've noticed that, and I think that needs to be gone. I think they need to eliminate. Would it make the game easier? I think in some ways, yeah. But there are a lot of ways they can make the game harder, too. So it doesn't need that mechanic to be reliably difficult. The other thing that I've noticed is that damage can occur from certain moves, and maybe I'll find another example of a video and I'll splice it in, but damage can occur from certain moves before the animation actually takes place. So you can take damage and not see the animation. The guys that we just fought that were using the bats are a good example. They will wind up their bat to hit you. You will take damage, and then the animation from the bat will complete. They will bring it over their shoulder and knock you with it. The last time I did this boss, the boss has a move that you'll probably see here where it drops its fist. And I did not see the fist drop because it was a single frame between having the fist in the air and the fist being on the floor. Now, when I played that footage back very slowly, there was a frame in which the fist was on the floor, but the death sequence was so quick and the screen went to black so quickly that it didn't really register in my mind what had happened. So, you know, people are gonna have different feelings on that, but something I really believe is important in these games is how information is delivered to the player, and that sort of sequence represents a loss of information or miscommunication between the game and the player, I think. So that all said, we are here at the first boss of the first stage, and I just want, you know, if you're seeing this for the first time, this is what really sets this game apart from maybe even any title that I've ever played, and I've played a fair share. So take a look at this. Let me know what you think in a comment, but it's fantastic. Now, the real job here is to not die. Okay. That move is definitely a joke. So, admittedly, that ending was a little anticlimactic. I wasn't exactly sure what happened, and I've been through that before. But there we go. First stage, first boss. The art is spectacular. You're going to get things at the end of the run. You're going to be able to enhance your, you know, your gear, your abilities. You're going to be able to move on to the next stage. And there are going to be keys that allow you to move on to different stages. How that progression works, we'll see. So thanks for checking out the game. It's early access right now, $25. A lot to look forward here. Just a couple of things I think that they're either going to have to really dedicate themselves to or make a few adjustments. So thanks for watching.